Adekunle Gold, man. First of all, Adeayo, I envy you, man. Oh my goodness. And everybody, even my sister too was there. But, bro, the fact that they had Inka Efele, like, actually show up to an AG, like, performance already, man. Like, you know, I need that experience, man. I need that real quick. Like, it needs to happen. But how was the show? How was the event? I saw you tweeting about it, bro. I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Emeka, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I think the Adekunle Gold the Yinka Efele one was at the Spotify Greasy Tunes Cafe. So he brought he brought down Aifele to join him to perform Many Men, and also Aifele just like treated people to a couple of songs as well. So I think it's just a spur of the thing moment to just want to give people a full experience of the album. You know, he had to go to Ibadan to get Aifele to record new vocals for the song. You know, it's a sample from the classic Aifele song that we all know, but he didn't like the way it sounded, so he wanted him to
record again,
voice that part afresh. So he went to IB to meet Aifele, and they did that. And I just think he just wanted to give people like a full experience. Then yesterday was really, really great. I mean, outside until past 3. I mean, I left there after I think to 3. So and he brought out Saidu Shupa, he brought out Thai Currency, he brought out Obisiri, and the performances were really good, even though there was not like a live band. They're performing with just like their music, but it was really, really great as well. It was on Lagos Island, Broad Street, so, and he's a Lagos Island boy. Essentially went back. It's like an homecoming. So he went back to his family area of Lagos, where his family is based, and brought out these legends. And it was really cool. Even if it's the street carnival, it was really, really safe. Like there was a lot of security. I think mostly because Shea Tinubu was going to be around, so it was really tight security. They were like sweeping the whole place time and time again, and Shea Tinubu was really cool as well. I mean, if I could say that without losing cool points, I don't know. So he moved with the crowd. He was in the crowd. He just chilled and everything. So it was a really good experience, and I think for the Afrobeat fan, it was a way to just like enjoy Fuji music from an Afrobeat perspective. An Afrobeat star making an album called Fuji and getting a stamp of approval from the Fuji legends themselves. I think it's a nice experience. It's more we need to have in Nigerian music. So it's just a way to acknowledge our roots, and also a way to just like to just enjoy music that inspire. Like for each artist, you have music that inspire you growing up, and when you have money, you can now go and live that fantasy and splurge on that music. It's just about the execution. Are you able to do well? And on this album, I think he did it very well. So yeah, it was nice.
Nice man. Appreciate that.
Yep. I have some things to say about this album. I really liked it. From Big Fish to Don Corleone to Bobo, Coco Money, Believe, My Love Is the Same. Like that entire run right there. Like just beautiful stuff. From having like his daughter on the song to having like Simi on Don Corleone. Like there were just so many things about the project that jumped out. Obviously many people is a jam. One of the songs that was very fascinating to me, Attack. First of all, when the song started, I was like, when did Amari join this song? Because I forgot that like they had the open list of like who was on the features, and then they took it off and they hid it and they re-added it, and I was like, I think this was one of the songs I had said I was looking forward to seeing what it sounded like with Cruel Santino and Marvel and TK. So that was a very fascinating choice there. The song with Robert Glasper, which the only time I remember Robert Glasper from is that one song that he did with her that had a DJ Tunes remix. So there's that one. But I think like this is one of Adekunle Gold's better albums for sure. It's up there. He doesn't make bad music, and so this one is very much jam after jam. Like I really love Bobo, and I think like all these songs stand out. So
Nice.
even the song with Soweto Gospel Choir and 79th Element, he said choir on choir, band on band. Love it so much. So yeah, and then he had even the song with Black too. Like very cute, very very cute moments throughout the project. So
Yo,
shout out to the Fuji. I think the conversation that's being had right now is the disconnect between what people believe Fuji sounds like and what they were expecting this project to sound like. And I think there's that understanding that he explained as well, where he said that's something he grew up, so that's something he wanted to reference. I don't know that I took it to mean that the album would be Fuji, quote unquote, but I think that's something worth like adding to the conversation as well, is that people are pissed because they're like, this is not Fuji.
said pissed.
Yeah, I mean, what do you call it? They
Yeah,
actually making comments about the fact that the project is not Fuji, so there's that as well. So yeah, very cute, very interesting. I saw Pixel had his hand up as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick before Pixar goes, or before Pixar goes, just a feel of temperature. How did you guys feel about the idea of not having the feature shown in first? I think it was the first day or the first few hours.
It has still not showed. It has still not showed till today.
No, it's
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it on
seeing it.
Spotify.
I can see it
It's
on
showing up for
Spotify.
you people. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's showing up for us.
I listened
But
to it for the first time today. I said, "Yeah, kilo." I said, when the Marvel enter here, who is this?
You know what's so funny about that? I think the not showing features on the project when you release and showing it after the fact is great. But you do yourself a disservice when you release a track list earlier, right? So technically, this track list and the features, I don't remember there had been
It's showing for you people Spotify users. No, can't see anything happen.
That's the thing. I wasn't crazy.
It was
It's not showing on
like,
Apple Music.
so it was
It's not showing on Apple Music.
It's showing on Spotify for me.
Nothing on Apple Music.
I know that
except for the Logi and
feel like
record.
Yeah. My issue with this is that I feel like we already had this conversation a couple weeks ago.
We did.
Where there was a snap.
So
there were already pictures of who was going to be featured on it. So that was my thing, was that like, if we've already seen pictures and
about Pharrell Williams.
Yes, Pharrell was one of
them. We saw something about Pharrell. But I think and I remember hearing
on the previous album.
I remember hearing that list we saw wasn't accurate or wasn't the final draft or something.
But here's the thing, is that if that was not the final, which is fine, right? It's kind of does this disservice if some of the things on there were actually correct. Like I was curious, like the Cruel and Marvel song was on that list. Yeah. Right? The Davido thing was on that list. The I don't remember if the Black one was on there.
I don't think the Black one was. I think the Black one was actually. It was. The last time,
it was on there. So like that would be my only thing.
True.
If you're gonna take that approach of not putting the features on maybe the first day or the first 2 days or whatever your decision is, make sure you don't ever even tease them before the album comes out. Because granted, there are people that are gonna listen to the album that never saw that picture. Right. But then there are gonna be people like us that
most of the gen pop.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If most of the gen pop, we wouldn't have seen that. But even me that saw it at first, I completely forgot the order at which the features are going to come. So every song just felt like, okay, is this going to be one of those songs? So you just had to have your ears like ready to hear a new voice and try to make out who that is.
I find it incredibly asinine. There's no point, please. Give me the full thing.
Because why was I was listening to that song and I was like, when did Amari join this track?
No, seriously, I was just like, I was listening to the album, and all of a sudden, again, the only thing that made me know it was Marvel was I said kilo lolo. I said, oh, okay, Marvel is on this. But then I go to go and check the credits and he's not credited on it. So I'm like, is my ear paining me? Abi, is he actually on the track? So I have to come and ask. And then people were like, oh yeah, he's on the track. He's just not showing. I said, what's the need? Like, I want to understand.
Pepe, they
I
said they
think
want to
yeah.
shock her. We lost that, but I was gonna say
Sorry,
they
I wanted
wanted
to
to
say
shock
something
your
about
system.
the track list.
Yeah, real quick,
Cycling,
Dante, go ahead.
the feature. So, like, the argument I've heard that made sense in my own head was because, what's the word? The feature is not the title of the song. So like when people do that song, because Travis does it a lot, right? And I think Vince Staples also does that.
Metro Boomin as well.
I think,
Kanye.
yeah, I think is the one who Vince even made that argument that this is not the title of like featuring somebody is not a title. So you get the features later on that, but it's just in this case on Apple Music at least for now, aside from the Logi record, like
Okay.
majority of them is on the and it was the credits I saw, and I think it's a nice surprise for a listening experience because you're listening and suddenly you hear like you're wondering.
Yeah. I think it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he adds like maybe element of surprise in a sense. And makes the like it's not just one way. You get me?
Yeah.
Like more excited to happen along the way. So
And
that's my own argument for it.
yeah, and just to add to that, it might also want to curb the listener attitude of just going to their faves or who they want to hear the feature for, rather than listening in the order.
He made the point of saying that he wanted everybody to listen to the album in order. It was very Adele of him. Love that.
Yeah. I mean, you do want people to listen to you. I mean, people should be listening to albums in the order that, at least for the first listen. At least for the first listen.
The reason why I specifically say it's very Adele of him is that it's because of Adele that Spotify did that thing where if you go to play an album, you couldn't shuffle it.
Yeah, but I think I remember that being just for that album, but it wasn't like
I remember
that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
It's very like she was very intentional. I'm going as far as making sure the DSP knew.
Yeah.
Don't let these people shuffle my album.
I mean, in contrast of an album that we just like heard that had lots of features, did your behavior with that track list, did it show that you were going random? I'm just speaking to the people that have heard the OD album now, right?
So
in terms of practice,
I think part of the reason why I even mentioned it was that like one of the things I said about the OD album is that I didn't finish it.
Okay.
And
but you went to the people that you wanted to hear from, right?
No. I didn't do that. I actually went in order, and that's part of the reason why I didn't finish it was because I think I did mostly the first half of the album.
Fair.
I haven't gotten to the second half of the album.
Fair.
But I've heard like bits and pieces of some of the songs, so it is a long like thing as well. But I would say that like with the Adekunle Gold album, like I listened in order and it was beautiful. It's very cute.
Yeah,